Hi and welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Kamilla and you are watching Kamilla's Yoga, and this is a place where I do yoga. I focus on mobility and opening the body. That's like kind of the red thread through most of my classes because I think it's incredibly important and so many of us can benefit from it. So that has kind of been where I have put most of my attention. And this practice today is a 10-minute morning quickie. So it's super easy. You can do it every day if you can. I definitely recommend prioritizing that in the morning. Just adding it in, getting up 10 minutes earlier, or just squeezing it in your morning routine, and you will feel so much better. I promise. So let's jump right into it. Put on something comfortable to wear and lie down on your back. I love beginning my morning practice on my back because often I don't do that much between getting out of bed and doing my morning practice, and I just think it's nice to just to start here, closing your eyes and just feel the body. And placing your hands either on the floor or on you. And begin to observe how you are feeling, and perhaps even setting an intention for the day. Mentally walking yourself through the day and how you would like your day to be. And as you do that, you take a couple of deep inhales, long exhales. Really setting the tone for the day. And then keeping your eyes closed but stretching your hands overhead. And just stretching the body, moving your fingers, toes, hands, feet the way it feels natural to you. And continue tuning into your breath as much as you can throughout these 10 minutes. And then in your own time, drawing your knees into your chest, placing the hands on your knees here and just giving them a light pull towards your body. You don't need to force yourself anywhere. Just kind of gently sway from side to side. Always just being mindful of the breath and the shoulders, the muscles in your face soften. And then when you feel ready, you can extend your arms out to the side, and if you choose, you can keep them straight or create a cactus shape with your arms. And then on the exhale, lower the knees to your right and then look to your left. And as this is a morning practice, we try to be gentle. So maybe your shoulders are not touching, your kind of left shoulder is not touching the floor. Maybe your knees are hanging up in the air a little bit. See if you can be kind to your body. This is meant to be soft and gentle and just awakening for the body. And then gently inhale, coming up through center again, and then exhale, changing sides. And I really like to place that left arm on the right knee. And it's early for me as well, so this is the first practice for me in the morning. So my right shoulder cannot just naturally touch the floor each morning. So I am kind to myself and I prefer to keep my knees down than my shoulders, especially early. So this is how I like to hang out. So feel the body instead of thinking. The body knows what he or she needs. One more inhale. Letting it go on the exhale. And then coming up. Back up to center, and then gently finding your way to seated, whether that is rolling onto the side or just placing the hands behind your thighs. And then coming up to a seated position, crossing the legs in front of you, placing the hands in front. You are welcome to sit on a small cushion or a pillow or a blanket if it feels good. And then inhale, extend your spine, kind of lift your head in a neutral position for the neck. And then on your exhale, you start to fold forward. And here it's okay to round your spine slightly. And then if you cannot go all the way, you can begin to build up. You can maybe place the elbows down or your forehead on your hands. And if this is not available and you have blocks or a bolster at hand, you can bring them in front and resting your forehead. Otherwise, we just hang out here. And for me, although I can go further down, it just feels a little bit too intense, especially in the morning. So I like to just do what feels good instead of being like, okay, I can't push myself all the way down, let's do that. No, I'm gonna hang out, but you do what feels good to you. Seeing if you can relax the shoulders and maybe lifting the head off the ground slightly if it's on the ground, and then begin to move the head, just waking up the neck. And then gently lifting your upper body back up and then changing legs. So the back leg comes forward, front leg goes back. Inhale, hands in front of you, lengthening your spine. And exhale, fold into your forward fold here. And again, you can keep your head still or you can start moving it. Do what feels good. And if you are hanging here in the air, you can allow your head to drop. But that should feel good for your spine and your neck. So be mindful. And maybe you continue to focus a little bit on that intention that you have for the day, and you set the tone really for the day, and you choose the emotions and thoughts that are going to affect you today. And then gently bringing yourself back up, placing the hands on your legs here. I like to bring them in front. Then inhale, arching the spine, gently look up. And then exhale, rounding the spine, look towards your navel. Inhale to arch, shoulders down, chin up. Exhale to round, looking towards your navel, and kind of lean into the legs here. One more time, inhale to come up. And exhale to come down. And then inhale, lengthening the spine, coming over onto all fours. And then tucking the toes under here. And then gently finding your way into a downward facing dog. And walk the dog, so you are stretching the entire back side of the body, the legs and the upper body. And again, tuning in what feels good. Doesn't have to look correct or aligned or anything, but make sure your shoulders are slightly engaged so we don't lose the technique completely. And then gently walk your hands to your feet, bending the knees as much as you need to, and then just allowing yourself to hang here. And then gently draw the navel in and spending time rolling up to a standing position. We're going to ground here. Rolling the shoulders back a few times. And then coming with your feet hip width apart, leaning your weight onto the right leg, extending the arms out, drawing the left leg in, opening it up, and lifting it up for tree pose. And you can choose to stay here, or you can choose to come into a higher variation, but again, mindful of the kindness of the morning. Okay, so in the morning, I might just want to stay here and just feel that grounding into the earth, and also picking up the energy from the earth. Maybe you keep your arms out, or maybe you bring them in. And we do one more breath. And of course, hold on to something here if this is just too much. And then gently changing sides. So we come to a standing position, leaning the weight into that left leg, pulling the right leg in, and already here with the toes on the ground, opening up, and then lifting the leg up. And I have an entire video on the tree pose. It's an incredibly important pose in yoga for so many reasons. So have a look at that if you're curious. And just hanging out. And of course, you're placing the arms exactly where you desire. You know, so you might want to explore, thinking about that pulling upness, you know, from the earth all the way up, so we are not falling down. Gravity is not pushing us down. Energy of the earth is lifting us up. One more breath. Beautiful. And then slowly putting that right leg down, and we're going to see if we can come to a seated position without using the hands. But of course, you do what you need to do. And just finding a position that works for you. Placing the hands down, closing the eyes, shoulders down, and just taking a few moments here. Putting your chin closer to your chest, not all the way, it would be uncomfortable, but just slightly, so that there's no like push in the neck. And now you might want to take that intention, if you set one, and put it into an I am statement. So for example, if you wanted your day to be easy, then you say, I am ease. I am ease. Yeah? I am happy. Or if you are worried about time, I have a mantra that one of my friends shared with me, and I love it. And you say, I am a magnesium of time. Time expands for me. A couple of more breaths. Beautiful. Placing the hands in front of the heart. Thank you so much for joining me. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you next time. Namaste.